Next up on the hit parade is Zipper, who asks, "Hi, Matt. Hope you are doing well. Here's my questions and answer for Dave this month. Hi, Dave. How did the idea of Service in Hell's Spore Batvark come about? And how did I get mixed up in guest starring in the comic?" My answer this month is Ken Bruzenek. And my question is, who represents the smoothest integration of illustrative lettering into cinematic comic page storytelling? And the bonus answer is Howard Chaykin's American Flag. So I'm subverting you here, Matthew, because you went, Zip. Your answer from last month was Reed Waller's birthday. So I'm going to interrupt right here and go, if you're at a computer right now, can you Google search Reed Waller and tell me what Reed Waller's birthday is?
Give me half a second. Not that. That doesn't tell me what I want.
It's funny, everybody who lives on computers says that. It's like, oh, that's fine, I'm fine. It's but everybody who gets asked to do something on computer, even with the high-speed internet that we've got, which is like, boy, you talk about faster than a speeding bullet. Everybody says, just give me a minute right here. It's like, what happens with when you're talking to computer people and they're going, come on, it's been 4 seconds and you haven't answered my question.
Well, I had to go on the Googles and type in Reed Waller's birthday. Give me a second to get the Google ready. So, August 3rd, 1949.
August 3rd, 1949. Wow. Did Michael R. know that, do you think? Because August 3rd, 1939 is when Margaret Mitchell died. Not right on. She was hit by the car on the 11th and died on the 16th. But, wow, did Michael R. just sort of pick Reed Waller's birthday out of thin air? And it turns out to be that close to the Margaret Mitchell narrative that I've been laboring on since December.
Maybe.
Now I have to formulate a question around that. We'll push that off until next month, where I go, okay, 8349. 8349. Denny and I broke up in 1983. And theoretically, that's how Margaret Mitchell and John Marsh broke up, was John Marsh pushed her in front of the car. That's Gravitt's story, but that's getting way ahead of the equation. So, okay, now we got to go back to, okay, how did the idea of Spore Batvark come about? I'm leaving out your comedy here. Don't do that. Was forwarded to this month because Dave needed time to formulate the question. 50 points from Gryffindor, and your CAN number just went up by 1. Good luck getting new copies of everything with a 27 on it. Wait, can the manly one really do that? Will Dave let it? Spoiler warning, no. I guess it depends on if Dave has copies of everything that he can put a little 27 on and sell to Michael R. at a premium. No, Dave doesn't. Oh, crap. You win this round, Mike, but know this. Someday, when you least expect it, I shall enact my vengeance. It will be so subtle that you won't know if it's the cruel hand of fate or the machinations of manly, exclamation mark, Matt, exclamation mark, Gow, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. and 5 or 6 parentheses. Anyway, Spore Batvark was Matt's idea after the new Spawn Batman was announced, and Matt thought that it'd be a good set of coattails to ride in the same vein as Batvark, Penis, and Hairman. That's an interesting observation because we've been watching for that ever since, but Batvark Penis is in a league all its own. Hairman didn't work. That sounded like a good idea. Spore Batvark, even when you suggested it, I thought, the Spawn Batman thing looks more like Todd McFarlane trying to engineer his way onto the red carpet at San Diego, which worked from that perspective. But did anybody get all worked up about Spawn Batman?
I don't know. I do know that the cover we're parodying is the variant K, which, when you're getting close to the first initial of my name in your variants, I think you may have gone a bridge too far.
Yeah, it's a bridge too far. I mean, we're all worried about that.
The fact that Birdsong was the one putting it together, and he was looking at every cover as it was announced and went, none of these have that iconic, hey, we know exactly what we're going to do with this.
Right.
Like,
yes, which Batvark Penis had in spades.
Yeah, I mean,
not only was it a funny riff on, Bruce Wayne's penis being featured in the actual book, it was an iconic cover. You looked at it and went, yes, this is going to be known as a Batman touchstone from this age, not only this year but this age. It's not an easy thing to do.
I came up with a parody of the original Spawn Batman cover that I thought, yeah, this could work, and everybody went, yeah, it could, but it's, again, what are they actually putting out? And it's like, the product they're putting out, it's, I know Todd thinks that Greg Capullo is the best Spawn artist ever. I think he's in a minority when it comes to that, because, I'm an old enough Spawn fan to be like, no, Todd, you're the best Spawn artist ever. It kind of goes with the fact that you created Spawn.
Right.
It'd be like Joe Shuster saying, that Kurt Swan really took my character to where I wanted him to go.
Yeah, I would agree on that, and that's sort of baked in. That's you have to accept that your perception is almost never, if ever, the popular consensus on whatever it is. And if you don't confront that head on and deal with the consequences as being consequences of your own perceptions, then you're really asking for trouble. And then you mentioned, but Dave said that he wasn't going to bump a book and wreck the calendar book, so it got pushed until the end of 2023. And is it available for order? Diamond code SEP231324, and a signed version, the $15 signed version, SEP231325. Them's Diamond Distributor star code, son. Go to your local comicable bookshop. Kick the door in. Grab the pump behind the counter. Pull them halfway across it. Look them dead in the eye. And in a low growl, tell them you want, quote, Cerebus in Hell with a question mark presents Spore Batvark #1, unquote. And give him the Diamond Star Code. And he'll order you a copy. Or 6. If he knows what's good for him. And be sure to have somebody film you doing it, because Dave and Manley could use a good laugh. nice piece of writing there, Matt. I just had to read it. How you got pulled in, Michael R., is an answer only known by God and Dave Sim, since it was his idea. That's part of the ever collapsing audience of it's like I did Jeff Seiler's guest appearance in Shia versions, just in the text. That Seiler's in hell, and I would tend to agree with you. It's probably Seiler and the Legion of Parrot Heads, all accompanying Jimmy Buffett in the nether regions. But we'll find out on Judgment Day. Is very funny, and it's like, well, if you're down to the point where you're only selling 1,000 copies or 1,400 copies through Diamond, you might as well have shout-outs to dance with the one that brung you. It's why if I contemplate how much money Michael R. makes, how much he grosses a week, and how much he's spent on Dave Sim and Cerebus over the years, I should be probably putting Michael R. in every issue of Cerebus and Hell with a question mark, and Margaret Litz, and Jennifer DiGiacomo, and everybody else who are the 100% loyalists. And if everybody else reading the comic book goes, I don't get this, it's like, no, you don't, but it's not really intended for you. It's intended for the people who are putting a roof over my head and food on my table.